CarX Street is hands down one of the best open world racing games I've ever played, but it's no secret that it's been plagued by some pretty serious issues that the remaining player base has been begging to have fixed. In the past, players would lose the parts and swaps that they had previously purchased when they installed a new part. The parts with the best tunability were only available on paid DLC cars, and there was no way for players to create online multiplayer lobbies with their own parameters. All these gameplay flaws coupled with absolutely terrible mod support meant that most of the community just stopped playing this game. In today's official update 1.6.0, however, CarX Street is aiming at a comeback. Not only have they added a new inventory system for previously purchased car parts, made prototype parts available on all in-game cars, and given us online multiplayer lobbies with our own parameters, they've also upgraded their mod support so that modded games don't break with each update.
But wait, there's more!
They've added a new force feedback setting for wheel users, as well as new improvements in settings for controllers. They've increased the rewards on elite races, decreased the cost of tuning, and added a ton of smaller in-game fixes and improvements as well. If you guys are looking for a full list of patch notes, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below to the Steam page, but for now, let's hop in game and check out some of the huge improvements they've made to CarX Street. Alright guys, here we are in-game getting some warm-up slides in the 350Z. Now what I think I want to do before we get too far into our driving is actually head into the tuning shop, which happens to be right here, so we can check out some of the new features in there. Alright guys, so the first thing I wanted to check out in the tuning shop is going to be the new inventory system. So if you click in left stick on a controller or press C on a keyboard, it's going to bring up your inventory. And we have three categories here. We have parts, we have swaps, and we have storage. Now I'm not really sure what the parts section is for if our parts aren't being stored in here, but we do have swaps and storage to check out as well. Swaps obviously are going to be our engine and transmission swaps here. I do have my stock VQ for my 350Z, and then I have a 6-speed transmission here for my WRX as well. Now the third section we have here is the storage section, which contains some packs that we would typically win by completing club races. Since I beat all the club races before this update came out, they just gave me some packs here. So we're actually going to open these and check out what they do. And you guys will see here we have the prototype pack up here to start. So before we open that though, I do want to show you guys there are prototype parts for the cars. Some of them are a bit tough to see, but if you look over on the side there is an ECU, there's a turbo in there, there's camshafts as well. And then in the suspension section, we have arms, we have sway bars, we have brakes as well, springs, dampers, everything we can imagine for suspension, which is so cool. So hopefully when we go into our inventory here and open some packs, we'll get some parts for the car. So I think I'm just going to send it. I think we're going to open up the street pack here. And then it looks like it's asking us for a quantity of how many we want to open, which is funny because I believe we have 15 prototype street packs here. Then we have 30 elites and 45 street packs as well. So I'm assuming prototype pack opens up the prototype parts. So that's the one I'm after most. So let's do it, man. Let's start with one and then we'll do the other 14. So here we go. Big opening rewards. We got prototype gearbox. Okay. Head into transmission here, and it looks like we do have a prototype gearbox. Now, I'm not sure what the benefit of a prototype gearbox is going to be because you can gear a standard transmission, but it's still pretty cool to have it. So if we go into inventory now, we still have no parts, which I assume that's because we installed the gearbox. So let's uninstall it here. Let's go back to the other one. And now when we open inventory, we'll go to transmission. Nope, still nothing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no idea how the inventory works, at least as far as the parts are concerned, but I do think we have some more packs to open. Next prototype pack is going to be a turbo. Okay, ultimate turbo. That's not a prototype turbo. So you can get ultimate parts in prototype packs. Okay, let's go again here. What do we got? Come on now, big money, and ultimate cams again. So here's the thing. If this is the only way to unlock prototype parts, what if we only get 15 of these and don't unlock the prototype parts we need? I am a little concerned. Let's open the other 13 here, or 12, or however many we have, and it should list out all of our rewards for us. Okay, we got prototype exhaust. Love that. We got prototype gearbox again. Come on, give me some suspension arms. So we got an ECU, which is decent. We got an engine block, another how many prototype gearboxes do I need, dude? And that is it. No suspension arms or anything. That's interesting. They got like loot crates now in CarX Street. That's, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Okay, so it does look like there is some percentages down below of what we can win. And we're at 5% for prototype here on a street pack. So let's just open all 30 here and see if we can get at least one. And here we go. 30 parts. Big opening, dude. I feel like I'm playing hockey Ultimate Team or something, FIFA World Cup or something. We got prototype gas tank, dude. Nothing else, dude. No other prototype parts. Are you kidding me? See, I'm not really stoked on getting all of these because I guess it'll save some money in the long run, but I could just buy them. It's really the prototype stuff I want, and we are getting next to no luck. Let's try the street packs. We got 45 of them here. Let's do it. Let's open all 45. We got ultimate street, racing, nothing, no prototypes, double whammy. Oh, we got another prototype exhaust. Love that, dude. This is not good. But now we have some parts in our parts catalog. Okay. So here's my thing is, how do I get get more prototype parts? Like if I want prototype arms, do I need to like reset my game and go through the clubs again and hope I get a street pack? Or will I get them from winning elite races? I really don't know, but that's at least how everything works. Now there are a few other things here that I want to check out in the tuning shop. The first is going to be the clutch-based differentials, which the patch notes say that they did improve. I'm not sure exactly what they did though. As you guys can see over here, the values only go up to 1. I believe they went up a little bit higher on the previous updates, at least on the cars that I tuned, but I have tuned this car a little bit here on this update before I started recording, and both acceleration and deceleration lock go up as high as 1. It also said that tuning costs have been reduced. I don't know if that's the overall cost of the parts or just the tuning section, but I think what I'm going to do is turn up my turbo pressure here, and the price for that is going to be 42,000 credits. I'm not sure if that's higher or lower, but it's great to see them still working on balancing out that economy. And other than having absolutely terrible luck on my parts here, I believe that's everything here for the tuning shop. Now, as I'm sure you guys have noticed, we have the wheel out for today, and a big reason for that is because I actually want to check out one of the new settings they've added here on the force feedback. So if you head over into the control section in your settings here, guys, and scroll all the way down into your wheel settings, you're going to notice that there's a new setting here called Predict. Now, to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure exactly what the difference is between stabilization, angle stabilization in drift, and Predict, but I can tell you that when you have Predict all the way down, it feels pretty close to the simulation steering in CarX Drift Racing Online. Now, just to show you guys some of what the driving looks like with prediction turned all the way off, you guys are going to notice that the steering is more direct and the car is a little bit more twitchy with prediction all the way down. Now, the benefit of this is that you're going to get a more realistic experience and more fine-tuned control over the car as you get better. But the downside is if you overcook it on a transition, you're going to go around pretty easy. You definitely want to be more careful with your throttle control and your steering input, but honestly, I would recommend this for anybody who's a little bit more experienced. Now, if we turn that predict setting all the way up, you guys are going to notice a pretty big difference right off the bat. With prediction all the way up, I can be a lot more aggressive with my steering input and my throttle. However, it's not as realistic as the car is making some of these decisions for me. I would say this could be a nice tool if you guys are learning how to drift, but I wouldn't recommend it for an experienced drifter because it's just not as realistic. I'm also noticing a little bit more steering wheel shake here with prediction on, which is definitely not a great feeling. That might just be because I'm on a Logitech G920, but regardless, I think if you guys are more experienced, I would recommend learning without prediction. Now, in addition to the new wheel settings, there are some new controller settings as well. So we're going to head back into the settings section here and over to controls again, down to the gamepad section here where we're going to have adaptive triggers for our Xbox One and Xbox Elite controllers. And then we also have a new setting here called counter steering. Now, when I first saw this, I was stoked for those of you guys who are looking for more of a sim steering experience similar to what we have on CarX Drift Racing. However, this is not that. You guys are going to notice that with the counter steering setting off, the car does still counter steer itself. Like right now, my analog stick is to the left, but the wheels are pointed to the right. So it's not an entirely direct sim steering experience like on Drift Racing Online. You will notice, however, that if you turn that on, you get a lot more of that automatic counter steering, which honestly, I don't think anyone really wanted any more of. So there it is with the counter steering on. Honestly, I find it even harder to control because the car is just not steering the way I'm pointing the analog stick. But if you guys are brand new to drifting, you might find that useful as well. Or racing, I suppose. It could help you out if you're racing. Now, speaking of racing, I definitely want to get some races in today. But before we do that, where it's getting to be almost nighttime, I actually want to check out some of the new multiplayer settings because I believe we can set time of day in these new multiplayer lobbies. So we're going to head out here. We're going to click left stick for online, and we have multiplayer now as a new option. And we have welcome to online rooms. So we can filter by tags, we have a room preview, and we have our own room settings. So this is pretty sick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and create my own lobby if I can. Yep, create room is going to be Y. We got a name, settings, and tags. Okay, so we're going to confirm that. We're going to give ourselves a name, NTNS. For class, we're going to do C5 because that's what my Z is. Drivetrain is going to be rear wheel drive because once again, that's what my Z is. And then we have time. We can choose a time of day. This is amazing. We can do just daytime all day. And then private room, yes or no. We're going to do no, see if anyone joins. And then room tags, racing, drifting, free roam. We're going to do, how do I change this? Oh, you don't change them. You just choose which one they are. Okay, so we're going to do drifting and free roam and create the room. And I'm in my 240. It changed my car. That's that's interesting, but it is daytime, so that's pretty cool. Or I'm just in a 240. Is this mine? This might be my DLC one that I haven't built. I think that's the case. Go back to my Z here, although honestly, I built this one for wheel, so it feels a little weird. Oh, it's a C6 now. Oops. Oh, I should have made the lobby C6. All my drift cars are C6. Try the RX-7. That's C5. What's wrong with it? C5, rear wheel drive. What? Let's try this again. We're gonna sign out, do another one. Create room, room name, NTNS, or NTurned. We'll do C6, rear wheel drive. Time is day. Can you do like afternoon? No, it's just day or night. Okay, day. Private room, no, and we're gonna do drifting. Okay, create room. Okay, so we can use my 240. That's good. That's probably a better car for controller anyway. And we are here in a daytime online lobby, which is amazing. Now, people could join if they wanted to. I don't know if anyone's gonna join by the time we hop into some races, but that's how you would set up a room if you'd like. And then if you wanted to search for different ones, we can just head out here back into multiplayer, and there's a whole bunch here on the home screen where you can look. There's free roam drifting. This one's all time. It's got 15 players in it. Let's try it. Let's see what they got going here. And there they are. I think they're at the, oh, they're not at the apartments. They're just running like some different route. Got some guys over here on the toge as well. This is actually pretty crazy. A full drifting lobby, man. Haven't seen this since the game came out. This is amazing. So we're gonna head down here and we are gonna see if we can meet these guys on the toge. Oh, and here they come. Oh man, I'm in the trees. My CarX Street skills are a little rusty, I'm not gonna lie. And there they are, man. Full lobby here. First time since the game came out. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. All right, reset up to the gas station here. Hopefully we can get some tandems with these guys. This guy is checking out my exhaust pipes.
What?
And here we go. Looks like they're ready to go. Let's get some tandems here online before we get some races in. And it's actually a good thing that it's nighttime because it said that they fixed the anti-aliasing, like the ghosting effect on the back of the cars. And I always like that setting best. I feel like my game looks pretty good with that. So hopefully that's gone as we get some drifts with the boys here. Oh, this is like all classes too. This lobby's pretty crazy. But it's great to see 16 players out here, man. This is amazing. I love this game and it's great to see it populated. There we go. I gotta get my lights on. But this is just so much fun here, man. I love this game. I love the map. I love getting doors with the folks on here. I do need a little practice though. I'm not gonna lie. My skills are super rusty, both wheel and controller. I hopped on today to get some practice in before recording this video, and I was a little bit disappointed in myself, but we're getting doors out here, man. King of Casual, absolutely laying it down for us. Love to see it. Now, I do believe there were some improvements to the StreetNet League as well as we slam a door. Oh, no. I keep turning my lights off while I'm driving. But yes, I do believe there were some improvements made to the StreetNet League as well. I don't think we're going to be checking that out in today's video, but if you guys do want me to check that out, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I do want to head back over to single player before too long here, though, and check out some of the single player rewards from elite races, because I believe you can unlock new parts and things from doing elite races too, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully we can get some more prototype parts as well. He's fast for C4, that's absolutely crazy, but we're gonna head over to single player and we are gonna check that out as well. All right guys, so here we go, first race on the new update. Now there is a bunch that I want to check out here. Definitely the anti-aliasing ghosting effect as we get moving a little bit faster. I didn't notice any on the toge, but there is some other changes made here. Oh man, yep, that's definitely gone. Sorry, I was trying to look at the back bumper. Another thing is the AI difficulty as we get absolutely slammed here. I am on the hardest difficulty and it said that there was an update to the AI difficulty, so hopefully these guys give us a little bit more of a challenge than we had in the last one. They're definitely a little bit more aggressive back there. But yes, there has been an update to the AI behavior and difficulty as well, so that's great to see. And it did say as well that they've overall optimized the performance a little bit more. Honestly, the game seems like it might be running a frame or two better on average, but not that much different. But honestly, it's great to see it nonetheless. I'm always happy to see some performance optimization on this game. I feel like it is one of the big things holding it back, other than of course lack of console release, which is going to be huge for this game. But yeah, definitely running nice and smooth for me, nice and stable. It does drop frames still a little bit in like super busy areas. Honestly, I'm not having too much trouble with the AI. They're like hot on my tail, but they're kind of dumb, so I'm not too worried about them. I feel like it should be pretty easy to win here. Now, I do want to string a few wins together and see if we can hit some levels on the elite races, because I do believe there are new rewards here. So hopefully we can pull some prototype parts out of some elite race wins, which that's going to be our first one here. Let's hop into the next one quick. All right, guys, here we are for the next race. Now, there are two things that they said they improved that honestly I'm not noticing a huge difference on. One is going to be the camera. It said there was improved in-game cameras. It looks pretty much the same to me, although it has been a minute since I've been on here. Oh no! And the other is going to be car behavior, which honestly I'm not noticing a huge difference, but once again, it has been a while, so if you guys are noticing a difference in these things, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I do miss this game. I wish I was playing it more, but we're going to do what we can here to catch these guys and pull out another win. Now, one thing I am learning is that, race wins are determined, by how many you can win in a row. So for example, we got halfway to level 2 by winning our last race, but if we don't win this race, we're not going to make it to level 2. It's going to reset us back to level 1. So that's something I wasn't even aware of in previous updates. So I definitely want to pull out this win if I can. Take a little shortcut if we have to. A little Dale Sr. do a little pass in the grass, baby. And we are not going to catch him, man. That was a little bit of an unfortunate start to the race, but I'm going to quickly grab 2 new wins. I finished second somehow, and we are back to level 1. So I'm going to quickly grab 2 new wins, and when we level up, I'm going to check back in with you guys to see what we win. And here it comes, guys. Race number 2, easy money. Let's go. All right, so on this one, we should be leveling up to level 2 here in the elite progress. There it is, level 2. Hopefully we get a reward here. 50,000, 16 street coin, 300 XP. Got that hard difficulty bonus, and I'm not seeing any packs or anything. And then we got extra rewards. Okay, so we do get a pack up here. We got a street pack for an elite race. Is kind of crazy. I will say I feel like that should be a prototype pack no matter what on an elite race, because otherwise it's going to be super hard to get prototype parts, but maybe it'll be prototype parts the further up in the progression we get. Honestly, if that's the case, if you guys are grinding for prototype parts, I don't see why you wouldn't just lower the difficulty down to easy, because honestly it's kind of devastating if you do lose a race, but it is pretty comforting to know that we can at least win packs here in the elite races. So I think that is going to do it for today's update, guys. Of course, I'm always pulling for this game and love to see that the devs are putting in hard work to bring their players back. back. Definitely let me know what you guys think of today's update down in the comments below, and if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like down below if you did enjoy the video and subscribe for more just like it, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.